Okay, let's get into your reading, Leo. Wow. Oh my God. Okay, when I tell you what is about to come your way, I promise you a part of you is going to be completely shocked. But I also feel that another part of you, deep down, is just going to go, yes, yes. I always knew this was going to happen for me. Let me tell you something. Someone here is going to walk into your life and be very, very proactive about everything to the point where you will think to yourself, oh my God, like finally this person is here in my life, whether it's a new person or a specific person. But at the same time, you will think, yeah, like I always knew this was going to happen. So I'm telling you, this is such a powerful energy. The Fool literally shows here someone unexpectedly coming into your life very, very soon, coming in with intention, coming in with this charismatic energy of actually wanting to be present, actually wanting to be there, actually wanting to talk to you, actually wanting to move things along, actually wanting to be there. And it's super exciting. It's super fulfilling. It's super motivating in many ways as well. Like there's a real sense here of excitement. There's a real sense here of joy. There's a real sense here of peace. And I feel like this person finds you very, very attractive, okay? Like super attractive. They like how you look. They like how you dress. They like how you speak. They like how you present yourself. They like, your personality, the way that you are. They find that very, very attractive. They actually really, really like you the way that you are. They wouldn't want to change anything about you because they see in you this softness, okay? Softness and sweetness. And so I would describe you as a mango, soft and sweet, right? There's a lot of fruits that are like sweet, but they're not always very like soft. But also a lot of fruits tend to also be a little bit sour. They have that little zang to them. Okay, I describe you as a mango, but you come across as someone that's just very soft and sweet, and you never mean ill, right? And so they've really recognized and realized that about you, even from a distance, if you don't know this person, right? Because I said this could be like a new person, if you want a new person. Or it could be a specific person if you've had your mind on someone. Regardless, this person that you've had on your mind is going to come into reality, is going to come to fruition in your life, is going to come towards you. And this person really does see you as someone that isn't a harsh person, is not a bad person, is not a person that means ill, if that makes sense. You mean well. You're kind, you're caring, you're understanding, you're respectful, you're genuine, you're very, very sweet. So they feel good about that, and I really feel like there's just a very powerful energy here in regards to that. It's obviously quite significant. It's obviously quite strong. So we have got as well the Nine of Cups. Now the Nine of Cups is very important because the Nine of Cups here represents and really does resemble the fact that they feel like you tick all of their boxes. They feel like, if there was a kind of person that they want in their life, you would tick all of those boxes in terms of kindness, care, personality, understanding, respect, like all of those things as a human being. And in terms of overall compatibility, they feel like that's quite a strong thing. So that's something that I'm really picking up on here is that they actually feel super, super connected and super, super drawn and really appreciate, a lot in regards to you. They really, really appreciate a lot. So this person's going to come into your life basically. And what's really interesting here is that I want you to claim this energy. Claim this energy. Comment down below, they will come to me, because I'm not seeing you run, chase, beg, plead. Am I seeing that? No. I'm seeing you sit on your throne, whether you're male or female. Okay, I read energies in tarot, not specifically genders. I am seeing you sit on your throne. I am seeing you be the most powerful version of yourself. I am seeing you be you. I'm seeing this person come to you. So if you're thinking to yourself, oh my God, do I need to text? Do I need to run after them? Do I need to call them? Do I need to do this? No. They come to you. They come to you. Okay? They come to you. You really don't need to go after them. Okay? You really, really don't. They do think about you a lot. Okay. A lot. We got the Fifth-2, Nine of Wands. Should we see what they think about you? Hold on, let me get some message cards here. There was another card that came out as well. Four of Pentacles. Yep. They hold a lot of thoughts in their mind in regards to you. So that connects to that. Okay, if you've got a specific person on your mind, okay, this is very, very interesting. Like I said, you may have a specific person on your mind, or you may not. You might be wanting a new person. Okay, regardless, if you have a specific person on your mind, this message is the message from them. This is what they're thinking about. I'm sorry for everything. They may have done things. They may have said things. They may be very, very sorry for that. There's a sense here of them coming towards you and being sorry for that. Now, regardless of whether this is like a new person that you want or a specific person, we have here this message here. You light up my world, okay? So regardless, you light up their world. They feel like you just bring a lot of light, you bring a lot of love, you bring a lot of positivity, you bring a lot of goodness, you bring a lot of appreciation, you bring a lot of confidence, you bring a lot of strength. It's all this energy, okay, that you bring, beauty, you bring so much niceness, and that is something that they want in their life, okay? They literally, literally want that in their life. And this is someone that you would feel is the love of your life, right? This is someone that you would actually want to settle down with. This is someone that you would want to build a life with. This is someone that you would actually want to fight for, but let them do that towards you, okay? They're about to walk into your life. They're about to do a lot more. So this person's going to literally walk into your life, and they're going to be so, so obsessed with you. I really feel here that, this changes everything because they will be sure about you. And this is very, very important. They will be 100% sure that you are the person that they want. They are not going to come in and be wishy-washy. At first, they might not completely be like, oh my God, I want you, right? First, they will test the waters to see whether you even want to talk to them, whether you actually want to spend time with them, whether you want to go places with them. They will test the waters first, right? They're not just going to confess everything straight away. As time goes by, though, they will do more and more. Their investment goes in, but they're not going to be dull about things, okay? In the sense that they're not going to come in and kind of make you chase after them or not do anything. They will do things in increments. And I think that's really important because in order to climb a mountain, we have to go in steps in order to get to the summit. That's what they will do, okay? So it's nice, it's positive, it's beautiful. I like what I'm seeing here. I'm not seeing any major red flags, issues, or troubles or problems in this nature or this aspect or element. I'm seeing a lot of joy. And I think that's really beautiful, especially with the Knight of Pentacles here. There's a real sense of confidence. There's a real sense of joy, especially with the Ace of Wands here. There's this attraction they have towards you, which is beyond anything they ever thought they would feel towards someone. Also, with the Knight of Pentacles, we see here excitement, joy, a sense of peace, a sense of, they really feel connected and they feel very, very drawn to you and they really appreciate you, and they feel like you're very, very sweet, but also that you are very hardworking. They want to provide. So there's something here also about them wanting to bring money, gifts, right? Wanting to woo you, wanting to pursue you, wanting to spend time around or with you, actually wanting to move things along in that direction, and actually want to spend money, spend time with you and for you and to you, which is nice, right? So there's a sense here of them wanting to do that for you and towards you, and actually it feeling quite good. So that's a really nice energy here, especially with the Eight of Wands. There's movement, there's momentum, there's progress, there's a real sense of peace, there's a real sense of joy, there's a real sense of excitement, there's real momentum moving forwards. And it's very, very exciting to see that. It's very exciting. It just feels good, right? Like there's a sense of peace and excitement in terms of momentum and movement forwards. So it just changes everything. Because when this person comes in, they are there for you. They want you. They want to do things towards you. And it just happens in steps and stages. And it's great. It's really great. And I want to stay with you a little longer, okay? Because there is so much more in these cards. And I don't want you to leave without hearing all of it. Let me start, okay, with the feeling you had right at the beginning. That mix of shocked, but also somehow not surprised. You'll be stunned it's happening. And at the very same time, a quiet voice inside you will say, yes, I always knew. And I want to honor that inner knowing, okay? Because it's real. Some part of you has sensed this coming. Some part of you has held on to a belief, even in the lonely stretches, even when there was no evidence that someone was out there, that this was meant for you. And this reading is that inner knowing being confirmed out loud. And I want to say more about that, okay? Because there's real wisdom in that shocked but not surprised feeling. It means that on some level, underneath the doubt, underneath the lonely nights, you never fully gave up on this. A quiet part of you kept the faith. And that quiet faith, okay, matters more than you might think. Because the people who keep even a small flame of belief alive tend to stay open, stay ready, stay able to recognize the good thing when it finally comes. While the ones who go completely bitter sometimes miss it even when it's standing right in front of them. So that part of you, okay, that always somehow knew, wasn't being naive. It was being wise. It was keeping the door open a crack so that when this person comes to walk through it, you'll be ready to let them in instead of being too closed off to notice. And I want to talk about the message that came through, okay? You light up my world, because I think it's one of the most beautiful things a person can feel about someone. Not you're useful to me, not you're convenient, but you light up my world. Because think about what that means, okay? It means that when you're around, things are brighter for them, warmer, more alive. It means you're the person who makes their ordinary days feel less ordinary, whose presence changes the whole quality of a room, a moment, a life. And the reader listed everything you bring, okay? Light, love, positivity, goodness, appreciation, confidence, strength, beauty, niceness. And I want you to notice that these aren't things you have to do or perform. They're things you simply are. You bring them just by being yourself, by walking into the room. And this person, okay, wants exactly that in their life. Not a version of you that performs or impresses, just you and the light you carry without even trying. And the reader said this could be the love of your life, someone you'd want to settle down with, build a life with, even fight for, except this time you get to let them do the fighting for you. And I want to talk about the Fool, okay? Because it's such a perfect card to open this. The Fool shows a figure stepping out toward the edge of a cliff, face turned up to the sky, a little white dog at their heels, a fresh white rose in hand, the whole world open in front of them. And it's the card of brand new beginnings, okay? Of fresh starts, of something arriving completely new. And here it's showing someone stepping into your life out of nowhere, unexpectedly, with that same open-hearted, all-in energy the Fool carries. Not cautious, not half-hearted, but arriving ready to leap. And I want to draw out, okay, the way this person sees you, because it's the heart of this reading. They don't want to change a single thing about you. They see your softness, your sweetness, and they cherish it. The mango, the reader said, soft and sweet all the way through. And I want you to really feel that, okay? Because being loved as you are is different from being wanted despite who you are. So many people have felt they had to earn love by changing, by shrinking, by being more of this and less of that. But this person looks at exactly who you are and thinks, yes, that, I don't want to change any of it. And I want to linger, okay, on the specific goodness this person sees in you, because the reader listed it so carefully. You mean well, you're kind, caring, understanding, respectful, genuine, and you never mean ill. And I think, okay, that last part is worth pausing on. You never mean ill. Because in a world where a lot of people are quick to be harsh, quick to judge, quick to look out only for themselves, you're someone who genuinely doesn't wish harm on anyone, who moves through life with a good heart. And I know, okay, that people like you sometimes get taken for granted. Your softness gets mistaken for weakness. Your kindness gets taken advantage of. You give and don't always get it back. And it can make you wonder whether being good is even worth it. But here's what this reading is showing, okay? Someone finally sees it and treasures it. Someone looks at your goodness, your softness, your kind heart. And instead of taking advantage of it, they want to protect it, cherish it, build a life around it. Your goodness isn't going to be exploited this time. It's going to be the very thing that makes someone fall in love with you. And the softness they see, okay, I don't want you to think of as a weakness, because there's a strength in staying soft, in staying kind, in never meaning ill, in a world that can make people hard. You kept your sweetness, and this person recognized it from a distance, like light they wanted to be near. And I want to talk, okay, about a word the reader used that's really striking. Obsessed. This person is going to be so obsessed with you. And I want to unpack what that means here, because it's the good kind. Because obsessed, okay, in the healthy sense, doesn't mean controlling or possessive. It means you're constantly on their mind. It means they can't stop thinking about you, can't quite believe they found you, feel almost lucky every time they get to be near you. It's the feeling of someone who is genuinely, completely taken with you. And the reader tied it, okay, to something crucial. They will be 100% sure about you. Not wishy-washy, not keeping their options open, not 1 foot in and 1 foot out. 100% sure that you are the person they want. And I want you to sit with that certainty, okay? Because it may be the exact opposite of what you've had before if you've dealt with mixed signals, with people who couldn't decide, who kept you guessing, who seemed interested one day and distant the next, than a person who is simply sure, clear, certain about you is going to feel like solid ground after years of standing on sand. And the Nine of Cups. Okay, I want to sit with, because it's called the Wish card, and its meaning here is so specific. You tick all of their boxes. You are to them the wish come true, the kind of person they hoped existed and weren't sure they'd find. And think about what that means, okay? Somewhere, this person has a picture of the kind of connection they've always wanted. The kindness, the care, the personality, the compatibility. And when they look at you, you match it. You're not a compromise. You're not settling. You're the answer to their wish. The person they'd have described if you'd ask them to describe their dream. And I want to sit, okay, with how much this person thinks about you, because the reader kept returning to it. The Nine of Wands, the Four of Pentacles, both showing someone holding you constantly in their thoughts, because the Four of Pentacles, okay, in this context, is someone gripping their thoughts of you, holding them close, not letting go. You occupy real space in their mind. You're not a passing thought they have once in a while. You're a constant presence in their inner world, someone they return to again and again. And I want you to really feel that, okay, because there's something moving about being thought of that deeply by someone, especially someone you may not even realize feels this way, while you've been going about your days, maybe wondering if anyone was thinking of you at all. This person has had you on their mind the whole time, holding you there, thinking, hoping, planning how to come towards you. And the Nine of Wands, okay, adds a layer to that too, because it's often the card of someone who's been through something, who's a little guarded, who's protecting their heart. So this person may have been cautious, may have hesitated, precisely because their feelings for you run so deep that opening up feels vulnerable. But they're pushing through that because you're worth it. And I want to spend real time, okay, on the throne, because it might be the most empowering image in this whole reading. The reader said she doesn't see you running, chasing, begging, or pleading. She sees you sitting on your throne. And I want you to really take that in, okay? Because of how different it is from how love often feels. So many people experience love as chasing, as proving themselves, as working to be chosen, pursuing someone who stays just out of reach, exhausting themselves to earn a little attention. But your reading, okay, flips that completely. You don't chase, you don't pursue, you sit on your throne in your power as the fullest version of yourself, and they come to you. The effort is theirs. The pursuing is theirs. The wooing, the providing, the moving things forward, all theirs. And that's not you being passive, okay? It's you being sovereign. It's you knowing you're worth enough that you don't have to grasp for scraps. You simply are who you are, fully, radiantly, and the right person recognizes that and comes toward it. And I want you to stay on that throne, because that's exactly where this love finds you. And I want to touch, okay, on the I'm sorry for everything message for those of you with a specific person in mind. Because if there's been a rift, a falling out, something left broken, this is that person carrying remorse, genuinely sorry, and moving toward you to make it right. And whether you let them back in, okay, is entirely your choice from your throne. But there can be something healing simply in knowing that the sorry exists, that you weren't imagining the connection, that they felt the weight of whatever happened and wish they'd done it differently. And I want to reassure you, okay, about the way this unfolds in steps, because the reader was clear it won't be an instant, overwhelming confession. They'll test the waters. They'll build in increments, like climbing a mountain step by step to reach the summit. And I actually think that's the healthiest, most reassuring version this could take, because love that explodes all at once and overwhelms you on day one can burn out just as fast. But love that builds in steady steps, that grows its investment over time, that proves itself increment by increment, is love with real foundations. And I want to draw out, the Eight of Wands, because it added the momentum to this whole picture. The Eight of Wands shows 8 staves flying through the air in parallel, all moving swiftly in the same direction, about to land. And it's the card of fast movement, of things finally taking off after a period of stillness, of momentum that's unstoppable once it begins. So even though this builds in steps, the Eight of Wands says that once it starts moving, it moves with real speed and real momentum, carrying you both forward. And I love, that the reader kept pairing that momentum with peace. Because usually fast movement comes with anxiety, with a frantic energy, but here it's movement and peace at once. Things progressing quickly, yes, but without the stress, without the drama, without the chaos, just steady, joyful, peaceful forward motion, the best kind of momentum there is. And that combination, tells you something about the whole relationship. It moves forward without turmoil. It progresses without games. It builds without the push and pull that made past connections so exhausting. Just 2 people moving toward each other with excitement and ease. So if it starts gently, don't mistake that for lukewarm. The reader was clear. They're 100% sure about you, not wishy-washy at all. They're just building it right, step by step, so that what you end up with is solid all the way down. And I want to draw out, the way this person wants to provide, because the reader saw it so clearly. The Knight of Pentacles wanting to bring money, gifts, to woo you, to pursue you, to spend on you and for you and to you. And I want you to feel, how different that is from being with someone who lets you carry everything, who makes you do all the giving. This person wants to give to you. They want the joy of providing for you, of treating you, of watching your face light up because of something they did. And the Ace of Wands, added something the reader found striking, an attraction toward you beyond anything they ever thought they would feel toward someone, beyond anything, which means you're not just another person they like. You've stirred something in them they didn't even know they were capable of feeling, a pull stronger than any they've known. And the Knight of Pentacles, is the most loyal, steady, dependable pursuer in the whole deck. He doesn't rush and then vanish. He commits to the long, patient work of building something real. So this attraction beyond anything, carried by someone this steady, means passion and reliability in the same person, fire that doesn't flicker out. And I want to give you, one gentle piece of guidance for when this person starts testing the waters, because the reader said they'll begin subtly checking whether you want to talk, whether you want to spend time, whether you're open. And here's what I want you to remember, When those first small gestures come, the little reach outs, the tentative invitations, don't dismiss them as nothing, because a proactive person testing the waters is still at heart a person reaching for you. The small steps are the beginning of the big ones. So you don't have to chase, the reading is clear on that. You stay on your throne, but staying on your throne doesn't mean being cold or closed. It means receiving their effort with warmth, letting them see that their reaching is welcome, that the door is open, while still letting them be the one who walks through it. Because the most beautiful thing, okay, you can do here is simply stay open and let yourself be pursued. Receive the care, accept the effort. Let someone finally do the work of loving you well and enjoy what it feels like to be the one who is chosen, wooed, and adored. And right now, okay, I want you to take a slow breath with me. Breathe in the truth that you don't have to chase to be loved, that someone is coming to you for you exactly as you are. And breathe out every old story that said you had to earn it, work for it, change for it. Let it go and let me gather it all up for you, okay? One more time. The Fool, someone new and unexpected stepping in, all in. The Nine of Cups, you being their wish come true, ticking every box. The Nine of Wands and Four of Pentacles, someone holding you constantly in their thoughts. The message cards, I'm sorry for everything, and you light up my world. The Knight of Pentacles, a provider who wants to woo you and build with you. The Ace of Wands, attraction beyond anything they expected. And the Eight of Wands, fast, joyful momentum moving it all forward. So let me lay this all out one final time, okay? Slowly, so it settles. Someone is about to walk into your life, okay, proactively, charismatically, all in, and they are going to be absolutely obsessed with you, 100% sure that you're the one they want. And they love you exactly as you are. Your softness, your sweetness, your goodness, seeing you as their wish come true, the person who lights up their world. And you don't have to chase or beg or prove a thing. You get to sit on your throne in your power as the fullest version of yourself and let them come to you, pursue you, provide for you, and build it step by beautiful step. One message. You don't have to chase what's meant for you. It's already walking toward your throne. So claim it, loves. Comment below. They will come to me. And let the universe hear you say it. And if you haven't already, subscribe to Moonveil Tarot, like this reading, and let me know in the comments how it resonated. I genuinely read every comment, even the ones I can't always reply to individually. Your story becomes part of the reason this reading keeps finding the next person who needs it. Wherever you're watching this from, okay, I want you to actually feel this settle in before you go. You may have spent so long, okay, doing the chasing, the reaching, the hoping that if you just tried hard enough, loved hard enough, someone would finally choose you back. And this reading found you, okay, to tell you that you can put all that down now. Because the love that's coming doesn't need to be chased. It's choosing you. It's coming toward you proactively, surely, obsessively, wanting to woo you and provide for you and build a whole life with you. And it loves you exactly as you already are. So stay on your throne, okay? Stay soft, stay sweet, stay fully, radiantly yourself. And let this person walk in and rise to meet you and show you what it feels like to finally be the one who is pursued. Take care of yourself. Bye, loves.